Greetings, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this beautiful Sunday, day of the sun, the 14th of April, celebrating the solar return of the sun in India. In Hindu tradition, it is the solar new year, the one which brings the sun back. So let us, so many exciting things happening out there in the planet. So much energy. So how's everybody doing in these amazing energies that are flowing and growing? And as well as the sun, I just thought it was like really important to pop on. I haven't been on for quite a while. I have been deep in study and not quite sure exactly where it's going, but I kind of do know. So this week is going to be very interesting for everybody, our beautiful planet. So we're all being called hugely just to walk forward in amazing faith with grace and just do what a girl's got to do or what a boy's got to do at the moment. Yeah. So I'm sure we're all feeling it to whichever vibration we're vibrating at. So a lot of like push me, pull you energy at the moment. It's like what is that? When an immovable force hits an unstoppable force. It's kind of that feeling at the moment. But those are just the planets that are sending their amazing energy down on us. So let's just clear this Om Mani Padme Hum to the divine grace of the Holy Mother. Om Shri Mate Namaha. Om Shri Mate Namaha. Om Shri Mate Namaha. And bring in the grace and the unconditional compassion and love of the Divine Mother. Blessed Kuan Yin. Do you like that? There we go. So we thank you for the space and we thank you for all things that are wonderful. Just a reminder to be thankful of some things every day before we go to sleep and when we wake up in the morning. So I did mention it the last time I was on that we were going to have like a lot of very interesting energies in the middle of April. I think they're not going to stop for the rest of this year. Well, for the next few years, to be quite honest. But this is quite a magnanimous time, and I think perhaps one of the strongest portals of energy of the planetary alignments that are happening this week. So we'll go through some of those. My darling Scotty boy, my name's Krista, not Trista. Really, Scotty. How are you, my bunny? I miss you. But I'm there. I'll tell you what, I'm not there for all. I'm busy studying, it's big time. So I hope that you are enjoying the ride, this beautiful sunshine ride. So it was a little too much. I actually tried to go on the other day and I wanted to, from my perspective, from the way that I've just been studying myself, like and digging into the Vedic stuff about the chakras, and it was like the weirdest thing that I just sat here like a zombie and nothing, not a word would come through from not that I was online, but I wanted to write some notes and not a word. That was like so completely confusing. Yeah, 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 Minia, yeah, yeah, yeah. In another situation, it could have been like really embarrassing. Millie, my love, hello, my beautiful Millie. I feel you lots. I feel some of you very lots. He's got my name in such an intimate situation. Scotty's got my name wrong. I won't take it personally. Maybe I should. These words are like so powerful. So today. So it all links in with what's happening this week, and I just thought we needed a little. And yeah, I am. Yeah, I know. I had to. The sun was calling. The sun was calling loud. I do pop in every now and again, but I'm busy studying at the moment. Okay, well, we had Navaratri and wow. I think it's the third year, not the third Navaratri, but the third year that I've done it, and that I kind of dig around all over the place. Um, in India to from Indian scholars and podcasts and things like that to try and find what it was all about. Been interesting because if I was thinking like when I got that message to create a prakriti, it was a word I'd never heard of. Um, enjoy the shower. It's so nice. Cool. Your kids are sporty. It's awesome. Um, and now it's just like the information is so big out there. So I really put this, and I was like so focused on getting with the goddesses of Navaratri. I was like really very focused. It was difficult to get images, even original images, that they had um, the right things that they carry, because it was just that it was this first year that I really started to see the incredible wisdom of the symbology and what they carry and what they meant, and how that alone was just a story. But it's been like a long journey between me and Shiva, and mhm. Blue Vic. Oh, there he is, Blue Vic. I like that. A few days ago. I can well believe. Originally, we were all green because we had so much copper in our bodies. But blue's good. Blue's when we're losing our bodies. So we're just becoming this beautiful energy, and there's a lot of blue beings and energy around right now. Lots of it. Yeah. We haven't been around since Friday. I don't know when I've been around. I was looking, was actually, I think the last time I was on was the 1st of April. So it's 2 weeks ago. And yeah, as I said, I wanted to do a chakra thing, but I'll talk about that just now. Because, I just feel that this is my thing, that we're missing so many bits and pieces of all the stories in the West, and it's so difficult to put them together. And then I wanted to do on. It's confusing for me. A lot of this stuff's confusing for me. Okay, so I had this big like manifestation, and I'm there. I seem to sparkle every now and again. I had this like undeniable manifestation and calling, and I don't know what you'd call it, um, on the last day of Navaratri, and like a particular song going on and on and on, and I thought, what's that song? I thought I'll go and look up that name. So I kind of, and all I can, I can't really say much, but it's like you have no doubt when the mother calls you. There's absolutely no doubt. And it's so simple and so amazing and so beautiful that you know actually that you can't talk about it. It's like, where were you hiding all this time? You made it it was so difficult without it. And this way it's so easy. And then I was, on my birthday, I actually signed up. So that was the 31st of March, um, to actually work with a guide, with a person, um, which is just like, wow. Yeah, you know, that's with an Indian person, um, to actually go through, because something that also came up, and it's written, everything's written, absolutely everything's written in the Vedas, but everything, um, is that if you won't get it if you only do it in part. And I just thought it's just so, yeah, people doing it in part. Before or after the shower, Scotty? Um, so I thought, oh, what the heck? Let's just do the conversion and push send, push pay. So it's been interesting, especially for me. I think I must be the only person that's not Indian there, but that's okay. It's not Hindu. So a lot is really challenging for me. And I have this whole book of my own dictionary at the moment. Well, you know, I was really thinking I wanted to learn Sanskrit, and I'd actually sourced a person called Shiv. I thought that was going to be quite interesting. He kind of jumped out for me as online, and then this kind of came up. So I obviously must have done something pleasing to Shiva and the goddess, the big mother, um, without knowing that I've done it. So where's PG? I don't know where PG is. PG is flying somewhere else. It's also another thing that I have like stopped for a while, because I realized that I can't draw anymore and I can hardly write anymore. So I'm not doing very much AI. I got back to drawing my dreams and writing them down and what I see, and a lot of journaling again, writing, and just taking this incredible opportunity. So, but the opportunity is there for everybody. So this is like what's happening. So it's like a big commitment, and it's a lot of hours and a lot of dictionary. You know, I go through everything. It's like, I mean, it's like, and I guess it is. I've got half a book already just on dictionary, which I go over them, and yeah, I try to learn some of these words and what they mean, because everything kind of links and nests into everything else. Um, and it's all there, you know, this is all from the Vedas. Thank you. Yeah, it's the sun. Yeah, it is so today. So I thought that, and I might just do, well, it blew me apart today, like really hugely, just from her perspective, her teaching. And this is, it's totally, because I wanted to share the chakras a little while ago, which is from like mm, my own personal learning from the Vedas, because it's all in the Vedas, and the different sounds and the gods and the goddesses and everything all related to the chakras, and you know, the symbols, and it's been written like thousands and thousands of years ago. So this is a slightly different perspective, but it's written in the original, some of the first Vedas, and they just like translate the verses, and it's got all the description of you name it. Everything's like everything. So there's always like these missing links of so much that we're going through on the planet, and it's like, oh my goodness, yeah. Quantum physics explained in 3 sentences, and okay, that's it, simple. So from the Vedas, all like just described. So today is like this huge pouring of the sun, and I just thought it was just because it's been around for a while, and we've actually had sun contrary to our forecast. Yeah, and we do. Hey, absolutely. Peach has been doing some amazing, beautiful stuff with Grace. They've been like playing, doing some nice work. Scotty, don't you pop onto the no, you don't. Let's go and have a look at some of the artwork that gets done. So that's where I am. I'm in study land, big time study land, and a lot of the live things happen at 4 o'clock, whichever what time that is, 8 o'clock or whatever in India. It's not as bad as America. It's a little kinder to me. Yeah. So yeah. So today is, they had Lunar New Year, which was on the 19th of March. So that was also why I did, was all linked in with Navratri this year, and because that changes every year because of the sun, because of the moon, sorry, and that was with the equinox, which was very big. We'd been prepared that this equinox was going to be huge, and there were some mystics out there that had also said that there would be strong manifestations of the mother. So it really like came out of nowhere. It was like, it's still, it's like, okay. So when she calls you, you got to listen actually. So I was just trying to find one particular word. Ah, yeah. That's just like I was just saying. What was it? Yeah, no, all them param param param. I thought I will tell you what I'm studying when I can actually say it, because right now I can't say it. And it's like I have all these like little notes of Sanskrit all over the place, and I don't like to do things to do things that I don't know. So I look up everything. Yeah. And it's just, yeah. But I will put it. It's part of what I need to do is to put it through together somehow. I'll put it through logically. Mm. Where am I? Oh, it's 8 o'clock here. It's nearly 9. It's 9 o'clock now. It's 9 o'clock. And everything's got pillars. Anyway, so it is calling in the sun again today. And it's very, and yeah, it's been very, very hard for me. It's 2 months since Yuki passed. So it's been very, very hard. Very, very hard. Some days harder than others. I'd say easier, but some days definitely harder than others. But he's so around, so yeah, it's very big, a very big vacuum in my life right now, and I think my body's kind of catching up with it. It's decided that it just needs some attention to it as well. So very quickly, we do have this calling in. Oh no, those are, oh golly, all the yugas and the this and the that. Um, as I said a while ago, you know that I've kind of lost it when half the advertisements on my YouTube are in Hindi. Yeah. Hmm. You need to go to India and have a look at some of those beautiful things. But anyway, these statues, yeah, yeah, the make, yeah. Yeah, there's some amazing stuff happening on the planet. But yeah, we're all being, the energies are extreme. But let's just go with today because today it's Tuesday. And then I want to just talk a little bit about the energies that are coming in this week because I'm an Aries, so that affects me very much. And I'm Aries rising, so it affects me even more. So those Aries, Scotty, you'll also be feeling them. So, and then I don't know, I was just looking. So, April the 14th, also, like we didn't know, was actually the assassination of President Abraham Lincoln. And it was also the Titanic striking an iceberg. So, it's quite a day. And then, whatever Black Sunday dust storm. Anybody know what the Black Sunday dust storm? So, yeah, the Titanic sank on the 15th. But that wasn't really what I was. So, I don't know where that kind of jumped up, so obviously meant to share that with you guys. So it's looked as a space of renewal and let's just get my other notes. Why like that? I don't know. Ding dong. So as said, yeah, millions and millions and millions of Hindus are celebrating the solar new year, which is they call it a total reset of the sun. They go into Aries today, so they say that the sun today, and perhaps it is for the rest of the world as well, is at its highest point and it's the strongest energy that it will be in the year. And they really acknowledge it just this day. I mean, they acknowledge it all the time, but very much today they do a lot of fire ceremonies and acknowledge the sun as the living force of all creation. Without the sun, nothing exists. So it's very in connection with that Ra, the Egyptian, the sun gods, are definitely worshipping the sun today. It's a whole renewal of light, a cosmic ignition point. It's bringing in a whole new direction. You can use the vitality, courage, and right action. Mesha, which means Aries, which is actually Aries, is at its highest point, and the solar energies are just flooding in the planet today. Well, we know they're flooding, so just enjoy that they're even really pulsing even more. So we're moving from darkness into radiance. We've come out of that Pisces, that watery stuff, which was also really, we had a lot of, I think we had Saturn, I don't know who we had with Pisces, with Neptune. Oh, it was Saturn and Neptune, which was really stripping the illusion away of where we're going in life. Yeah, we're doing like a lot of interesting um, um, energy work. Yeah. So we're moving from all of these old cycles into the new right beginnings. We're moving out of the sacred waters of Pisces into the spark of creation, into the spark of fire. So the fire is really pouring on the planet, not just the sun, is the sun, however many there are out there, calling in the ancient sun. The church has returned. We know that the sun has changed. And it's a whole beginning of completely new cycle. So enjoy this, yeah. So we're moving from hesitation, especially with this whole Aries energy, into our sacred forward movement. the Lunar New Year and the equinox was like a very big beginning of a new cycle and a huge turning point for most people, many people. Um, so we ask to surrender and to release and to just move forward with new. Let's let the old. This is on a very for personal stuff as well. Just embrace your newness and don't be afraid. Yeah, because it's a very strong week. What I wanted to just mention a little bit quickly about our fabulous planets. Let's see if we got any pretty pictures. I haven't got that many pretty pictures. As I said, I'm rather drawing a lot, which is important right now. So it was quite weird because I just like realized that I couldn't draw anymore. I could hardly write anymore, which has been great. I mean, I've really enjoyed that journey, but it's time to draw again and to paint. As much as I enjoy, I will put it together in book form or not. Well, there was something I wanted to say. I forgot. It's all fine. I just had a lot of fun with the sun. Um, see this. And that's Agni, who is of the sun. He's the Lord of the sun, the Lord of fire, but not the fire that you have in your home, kind of thing. Okay. And okay, so let's just go through what's happening. On Monday, we had. These are all happening in Aries. So by the time the end of this week comes, or by the time that we get to our what's that thing called? Whoops. Oh, we can just do Bhairav a little bit because that was huge this last week, which is Shiva in his really dark form. So this kind of led just before this. I think it was on the 12th. It was on Monday. Sunday, Monday. It was so interesting because when I actually researched the actual prayer, I thought, why does everybody say it's so dark? Because it was really beautiful. And it was really like him protecting his earth dwelling. He definitely has an earth dwelling in India, not just a Mount Kailash. He has a spiritual dwelling and he has an earth dwelling. And it is an actual place in India, which has got a very beautiful temple, all covered in real gold. But he's very, very old. This is one of the original, and it's when he dances the Tandep. But for me, was just really nice to know that he's got so many of these crazy gunas. He's like his best buddies are the ghosts and goblins, and I just thought, I'm so glad I know this stuff. So, you can take a picture. Thank you, Scotty. I love you very much too. Especially as you're a birthday brother. Almost. Yeah. If I ever come to California, I will definitely go to the States. I will definitely come and visit you, Scotty. But yeah, Shiva's been for a long time, but you know that he's been, and especially with Yuki, because I knew that he cared for the dogs. But this was a very rough. I didn't go into it too much because usually, actually, if you try to make an image, they won't let you. It's like it's too nasty. So I try to just keep it with statues. But that was he's out there like fighting negativity and standing for truth and for truth. Truth is the big thing for Shiva. Shiva's is a path of truth, just really simple. He doesn't like lies. Amia, hello, welcome. I love some of your art. It's so fresh. I'm glad you're doing well. Um, yeah, so there were also a lot of crazy Indians, just like really like removing negativity and evil. Call it whatever you like, but the evil. Oh, I hope everything goes well. Sending you energy and good energy to the surgeons. Hmm. Oh, I can do. I wake up so many times in the night. I'll take a turn in each of them. Thanks, Scotty. I just have one room. It is divided, but it's one room. Hmm. So yeah, it was very nice to have that foundation of the crazy wild side of Shiva to have put a lot of protection out. I hear that I really hope it goes well. I hope it goes so well. So maybe I'll just interject here. I was studying I will do it because it's like actually blown me apart a little bit. The Muladhara chakra is it's everything. And if we don't get that base, we will never move on. And what we know about it, what we think we know, even so just surround yourself. That's what I'm doing, because it's like the Muladhara chakra controls even it's our bones, it's our whole foundation. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. It's not just our stress, it's just going in loops that we do. Hello, beautiful Lakeside Laura. How are you? I love your pictures. You're doing beautiful stuff. I really feel out in nature when I see your images. Thank you so much for them. Beautiful sun and beautiful lake. Oh no, I'm not going to find it. It's because it's not meant to be. But I don't want to take it too much out of context. Because also it's going to have like a whole lot of words that nobody's going to understand. Well, what I was going to teach us before I got into even more was that it is literally there, and it has these 3.5 coils around it, waiting for the Shakti to awaken. But it's so difficult to awaken because almost everybody's base chakra is blocked. Which leads us, well, I mean, it affects anything to do with our bones, with arthritis, with fatigue, with any emotional anxiety, fear, any lack of motivation, any fear, any fog in the brain, any can't think clearly, can't make rational decisions. We need it for our comfort. We need to be grounded. We need validation for ourselves when it's out of sync. It governs our survival, our instincts, our drive, our security. It influences all our thoughts, all our stability. So we hope it's obviously our blood, everything is just comes from that base chakra. And our emotions, it affects our mental symptoms. We can't concentrate, we get forgetful, We are mental. We have restlessness. We have constant worry. We're discontent with life. It's like this is just like the beginning of what the base chakra holds. So I'm like throwing everything and it's just like looking at everything. Um, it affects our hormones, any imbalances. It's when we run away from things, we don't want to do things, our procrastination. Um, so that feeling of being lost, of not belonging, of being ungrounded, panic, impulsiveness, our over dependency on others, that we need for emotional assurance from other people. So it's, yeah, exactly. But it's like, it was just like blew me apart a little bit. How, well, all the chakras affect you on every level, yeah? On your emotional, your, your physical, your emotional, your mental, and your spiritual. So get back to, I know that Millie a while back was actually doing a lot of meditation just on her base chakra, which was really good. So I mean, I know that the angels will all protect us if when we don't know. It's like when we don't know, we don't know. It's kind of cool. So what's happening? So yeah, so that was like we got fog. So we've moved out. We've got this on Monday. So this is like really a plan for the next 2 years of your life. So I strongly recommend that you start journaling. This week especially should be full of dreams. Please journal. Please write things down because you will forget. Write them down in the night because this is where you're going. We are all being called to be masters of our own destiny. This and very much this the planets are pushing that this week. Yeah. So we're going to get a lot of insights this week. But it's also the energy. I know some are feeling it. I'm feeling a lot of it. It's like when an unstoppable force hits an immovable force. So it's like that's the Mars and Saturn, because Saturn is really calling us for stability and focus. And Mars, of course, wants to just run, 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 run. And that's going to be affecting us for quite a few years, I think. Yeah. I'm not an astrologer, but I just thought it was important to note some of these. So on Monday we had Neptune and Mercury moving into Aries. So they're all moving in. So we're going to have 7 planets there for this incredible new moon. And new moon is really important. Full moon is like it's over, you're just celebrating. So it's not so huge for your intentions. It's like mainly your intentions to allow things to go. But new moon is really the one where you want to. It's hugely also protected by Shiva as well. It's his space, the day before the darkness. Um, so it's why and I wanted to bring him in and it happens every month. It's like um, Shivratri, but it's just once that we celebrate once a year, but it does happen every month. That he is. I don't keep seeing the final shifting, but yeah, huge shifting. So on Monday, you might have felt like a little foggy because we had all this water moving into Aries, into the fire, and this whole week is governed by fire. So please take it, just use it. Richie Trista love, how are you doing, sweetie? Doing good, I can see. Now, let me just put on some more Indian New Year celebrations. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, places or portals, whatever. I don't know where I am when I sleep and I wake up. I don't know where I am. I don't know what day it is. Does it matter? I think days have disappeared. Um, I have no idea. I have to look at my phone to see what day. I know. Okay, so we had all this fog. You could have had quite a bit of fog. So today we've had so much fire pouring on the planet, and especially when people are doing all this incredible celebration. So whether we like it or not, we're getting that energy, you know. Um, oh, Christine, hello. So it's burning away that fog that we could have had yesterday. Um, and just really, please be gentle on yourselves because these energies are kind of push me, pull you. But do lots of writing, do lots and lots of writing. Um, um, on tomorrow, we're being called, it's hugely emotional for us that's going to come up, and that we need to actually find our voice and speak without censorship, especially to ourselves as well. There's going to be a huge purging again, whether we like it or not, which is Thursday, which is I suffer with blessed Chiron in my Aries house my whole life, which is really complicated. But Chiron is the wounded healer. Well, it's the wound that we carry either in this life or the life, many, many lives, and that we bring through. And it is the one that usually tells us, I'm not good enough, I can't do this. So we have to really confront that's going to be very strongly aspected for us on Thursday. We're going through this whole week is like transformation on steroids. If you didn't get it over the last few years, you're going to get it this week. Bam, 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 bam. So please write. Please, please, please. Have a paper and pen or a journal or draw or doodle or whatever you need to do. So as I said, yeah, Thursday we have Chiron, and I think Friday we have New Moon. So by then now we've got all of these 7 planets sitting in Aries, like the whole troop. Okay, you don't need to be an astrologer or an astronomer to know that that's like a huge pull. Okay, when everybody's sitting in one little house, you know, there are not that many planets to go around. they're all snuggled up into one house. Oh, we don't get sandwiches. We don't get sandwiches in Germany. I miss sandwiches. I miss them. They can't make sandwiches. I once bought sandwiches. They kind of started making them, and we were on our way to France. So I thought I'll pick them up. And I'm not. I'll eat pretty much anything. I definitely was brought up not to throw food away. But these were so gross and revolting. I actually said to Alex, you can actually throw them away. Spam and noodles. I'm sure that was tasty. We don't get spam. They like corned beef here. You know, corned beef, corned, because they pronounce every letter. Okay, so here we go in Friday, which is like really put your intentions out there. There are so many this portal. It's a huge window, and it's just flying in, and if you don't go through the window, it's going to suck you through, whether you like it or not. So, and we've got like way too much Saturn. So I would prepare the wings, prepare the parachute, because you're going to have to fly. Even if you don't know how, to say, okay, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. I've got the parachute. Okay, you know, the universe is so, well, I believe it's the Great Mother. So she's just so kind. And Shiva too. He's just so kind. He really doesn't like worry that you don't get everything correct, you know. Leave that to the professionals. Like today, they will be very, very, very specific. how they're chanting things, because these are the oldest chants that they're saying. And one slight mistake, you're not going to get the proper sunshine for the rest of the year. Oh, where is she? We haven't seen her. Anyway, so Friday, please get all those intentions. So start thinking about your intentions, what you want for the next 2 years of your life, and be bold, be brave. Remember, Chiron's just going to throw the stuff out. You are good enough. We're looking at Chiron as a different way. Don't get sucked into that negativity. We've gone through so much how to confront it here. I will go through the resistance. Oh, that's what it's fine. And Saturday. So we might not have known we had these ideas of what we want to do. Saturday, you're going to be given the knowledge, the wisdom of how to implement. Not everything, but you're going. That's why we really, really need to write. So you will be given a lot of the knowledge, because we have Mercury and Mars and Saturn and the plan, like a strategy. It's really going with the intelligence to activate everything that we've been thinking about, especially this week. Hopefully you've been thinking about it for a bit longer, but it doesn't matter if you haven't, it's going to be quite clear this week, in spite of the big fog that was hanging around on Monday. But the sun is just burning, and it's burning. So there's so much illumination on everything right now. It's the highest point in the year. So enjoy the real sun. And then on Sunday, be careful of being frustrated, because we have this battle between Mars and Saturn. And I know those battles. My father was Saturn. My father was we had like our loggerheads. They were legendary. Yeah. But make a very beautiful commitment to what you have been thinking about and what you've been given. You've been chosen to build. Whatever you've been chosen to build now, just tend it. Put the roots are down, the seeds are planted, just some are growing already, just like make sure that they're nurtured beautifully, and that they're watering. Don't get too frustrated on Sunday and the next go round, because things aren't moving. So as I say, it's like a push me pull you energy right now. So we want to go forward with that galloping Mars energy, but the Saturn energy is calling us hugely to focus and to get a plan and to get grounding, so we can like move forward. Yeah, so this is definitely a huge plan for the next 2 years of your life. Everything including moderacy. That was my saying. Everything in moderation, including moderacy. So it's okay to be fanatical about a thing or two. So this Mars conjunct Saturn. And then we move into the sign, for us here in the West, we move into the sign of Taurus. And she, at the moment, I think she has Venus in her own house. So things are really going really nicely in Taurus. And she is going to give us it's so weird. It's what I lived on when I first moved to America. Rice and sweet and sour sauce, barbecue sauce. Yeah, I want to be in my head. Mhm. You do, yes, Millie, absolutely. And talk to it. I've said it like lots of times. It's don't miss this opportunity. Um, and it's for a 2-year plan, and it's starting now. Huh? It's now. It's like now. You know, let's do it. You are good enough. You are your own savior. You are the savior of the world. You can do what you need to do. You have, and don't just trust. It's also been called a lot of trust, a lot of dissolution completely from not for everybody, but for a lot of people to throw out everything that they kind of know and just like surrender. It's like big. It's very big. Um, so as I said, yeah, then we've gone into Venus, who will actually help us with this foundation over the next month. And just remember that now, for 3 months or so, it's getting a little less now, but we actually have no planets in retrograde. So as hectic as things might seem for some people, it's not really. It's in your head. So please have songs, have mantras, um, that you can, you know, be in your bubble, see what you see in your bubble, to be able to quickly change, to uplift yourself very much. Mm. The bird. Enjoy, Kari. You can do the Om Mani Padme Hum. I remember you did that one time when you did the grass. You did it for a few hours. Um, and yeah, I'm about to. Oh, and just interesting. I thought was like really interesting that the numerology of today, because this is really a big turning point today. I'm maybe not putting it across there how huge this awakening of the sun and new energy coming in, and it's a real big reset, guys. Um, is actually a 44, so it's like a huge, serious, like master number. 44s are nothing to be joked about. So enjoy that. Um, Huge energy. And you've still got morning time there. Try to say the Gayatri mantra sometime or listen to it. It's really beautiful. It's one of the first mantras that were given to the planet, and it's surrendering to the highest of the high, knowing that the highest of the high is in control. Or just do some om. Um, yeah. So write your plan, be focused. Anybody that's not well, I wish you all the best, or that's going in for operations. I, yeah, I yeah, guide the surgeon's hands. May you have speedy recovery. May the angels guide you. And just know that a lot of negativity has been cut because Shiva was really out there, and what's not is still being burned away. Don't pick it up. You pick it up in your head. So it's all between your ears. So with that, my darling, I am going to. Shh, it's my dog talking to me. Oh, those are the animals. So much. No, so if I don't see you, and in the night, I'm so tired. Yeah, 44. But yeah, just don't miss. This is, I think, the strongest energy of this whole year. This the planets this week. So it's also, this kind of energy hasn't happened in 36 years. It's going to take a long time to come around again. So enjoy your dream. It's big. It's this invitation to do something big with your life. It doesn't have to be big, but it's your life. It could just be that you start baking cakes. You know, um, not everybody. We can't have too many chiefs. We need Indians. Everybody's important, because what would the chiefs eat when they came home? The chiefs would all die if there weren't enough Indians. So that's about lots and lots. But yeah, just enjoy the cosmic shift and this whole little cosmic dance that we're having all in Aries, in fire, in the sun. Um, just breathe into the energy. I just did that's, I don't know what kakui is. Not kakui. Um, but that's it. When you see crows, a crow in Hindu is a kaka. So the lord of, it's like Saturn. He rides around on a crow as well. So we can have kaka karma if you have too much Saturn energy, which I just kind of find kind of giggly. Your crows seem to be talking to a lot of us. I have my crows. That's since Yuki. I mean, they've always been. I've never really, once or twice I noticed them, but now they're really there every day. So I love us all, everybody. I'm not sure when I will pop on again, but I do want to talk to us about clearing our energies and just yeah, keep the energies nice and clear. It's like a good thing to do always. So thank you all for being here. I love you and miss you. So I do kind of say hello sometimes, but I'm pretty much in study at that time. So um, I'm sure it will all come out and be shared sometime. That I'll put it together really beautifully. I suppose it was time for it to happen. Yeah. Oh, my way. It's kind of crazy. I have no Indian influence here at all. There's no Indian temple. There's one very, very far away. It's very pretty, but I've heard that you can't, on their website, everything is in Sanskrit. They don't want anybody to read unless you're in Sanskrit. So thank you, beautiful Christine. I love you all. Thank you, Scotty. Thanks, Victor. Thank you, Millie. And Trista was here too. Hey. And Amir, go well with your operation. So I'm sending you all with huge amounts of extra sunshine. And love, 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 love. Take very good care of yourselves and live your dreams. Please write them out. No dream is too big. Just write this week. Don't miss the opportunity. Okay. Love you all. Thanks, Victor. Bye. Love